Hi there. Thank you for joining the live chat session. Good to be with you. Warm welcome to you. Uh, Key developments about disputed territories between Tigray and Amhara regions. Details for you. Let me welcome the participants who've joined so far. Peace and Love is the first one who joined today. Peace and Love is a member too. Welcome, Peace and Love. Hope you're doing fine. Yini Musica, second one who commented today. Yini is also a member. Both members, both viewers who commented today are members. Yini and Peace and Love. If you want to be a member, click the link given in description section of this video. Members have special badges. I can recognize them. We have Nasru Ali. Hello, he says. Yamaskan, third member who joined today. Yamaskan, he says, Sajid, how are you? I'm fine. Yamaskan, Fitsum Kidani Mariam says hello. Abebe, hello here. Samuel Falake says hello, dear Sajid. How are you, Samuel? Korko Dang says good evening, Sajid. John Spencer here to Tisfai Tizazo. Hello, Sajid. How are you, gentlemen? He says, I'm fine, Tisfai. How are you? Johnny Milo says, hi, guys. Dereje Abebe says, how are you doing? I'm fine. Alex Ethiopian, long live, I wish, Mr. Sajid. Thank you, Alex Ethiopian. Stay blessed. Simon Abraham says, hello. AM Hirsi here too. Alex Tafira says, hi. Ethio Love says, good job, Sajid. Thank you, Ethio Love. Wobnash Ethiopia says, hello. Darni says, hello as well. Birhano Eregabi. We all know, Mr. Sajid, you are professional journalist. Thank you, Birhano Eregavi. Amra Media, fourth member who joined the live chat today is Amra Media. Welcome to you. Special welcome to you, Amra Media. Alex Tafira says Ramzan Kareem. The Fox says hi. Semper Fidelis. Sajid, it's not a disputed territory, just a group of expansionists who want to absorb Tigrayan territory. John Spencer, last night news was horrible, Sajid. About what? Wollo says, hello, Sajid. Ethiopian events says Solomon from Koladibba. What is happening in Koladibba? Ethiopian events. You live so close to Gondar. I think Koladibba is close to Gondar. So, what is the overall situation where you live? Stop playing here as well. Now, three main topics. Firstly, Colonel Demeke Zewdu was seen today. We have been waiting for Colonel to appear to speak because a few days ago, we heard from Tigray. 2 days ago, Tigray issued a very strong statement criticizing the Amhara regional government, and before that, the federal government announced the roadmap of a resolution of deadlock over Wolkait. We have been waiting for Colonel Demeke Zewdu to speak. Where does he stand on the solution proposed by federal government? He appeared today. What did he do? He held a meeting in Homera, meeting with some groups, some disgruntled ethnic groups from Tigray, it seems. Secondly, Americans are intervening in Ethiopia in each and every matter. Regional leaders are meeting with Americans speaking about ethnic violence. It's intervention in Ethiopian internal matters, I would say. Thirdly, Hassan Sheikh government in Somalia faced with multiple challenges. Portland issued a statement this morning rejecting the new constitutional reforms, and just an hour ago, reportedly, and the state representatives withdrew from the talks about constitutional reforms. On and off in Koladibba, says Ethiopian events. On and off fighting. Kinobi joined too. He's a member too. Welcome, Kinobi. He says, hello, hope all is well. Hello, Sajid. I'm fine, Kinobi. How are you? Muhammad Ali here too. Says, good evening. Yemasgan says Fano is very close to Gondar, just 12 kilometers away from Gondar. Well, if you ask me, Fano groups have been trying to do something in Gondar for almost a month. Almost 3 to 4 weeks ago, I received information from inside that an operation in Gondar city was in the making. They could not carry out the operation. So let's see. Worldella says hello. Molune Emito says, hi Sajid, you observed weapons of Fano groups is increasing in quality and quantity through time on videos. Yeah, they're getting more weapons, but to say they have got quality weapons, you cannot compare. No comparison between Fano and ENDF in terms of weapons, quality and quantity, I think. Let me start, viewers. Colonel Demeke Zewdu appeared today in Humar. We have been talking about the tensions over Wolkayit between Tigray and Amhara governments. 2 days ago, Tigray government issued a statement warning Amhara regional government, saying that Amhara regional government had altered regional map showing Tigray territories as part of Amhara. Obviously, Tigray was talking about Wolkait, Sagade, and that Amhara region was obstructing the path to peace, and that Tigray was committed to Pretoria deal, and that Amhara would suffer for any future consequences. So this is what Tigray said 2 days ago. And before that, we know that Ethiopian federal government proposed a solution about the future status of Rai and Wolkait. Four-state solution, starting from return of IDPs, dismantling of administration here, taking over of the administration by federal forces, election of new administration, and holding of referendum. The four-state solution was rejected by Tigray side. Amhara government remained silent. Amhara people remained silent. Maybe they're on board. And after that, we saw a breakthrough when Tigray and Amhara leaders met in. They met from Tigray, Gita Choreda, from Amhara, Erega Kabbede held a meeting, one face-to-face meeting. Ridwan was there too, Thomas Cantrone, deputy prime minister was there as well. But Demeke did not speak. So we have been waiting for him to speak. What does he say? What is his position about the new solutions being proposed to break the deadlock between Tigray and Amhara or Wolkait? And Colonel has been struggling for years to make Wolkait part of Amhara. He fought. He was imprisoned too. EPRDF, TPLF led EPRDF imprisoned him. He remained in prison. He was released. He fought in the 2-year-long war against Tigray forces. He led Amhara forces, and for the last 2 years, he has been the main man in Wolkait. He's head of security there. There's a mayor as well in this area. His name is Ashat Damleo, who is Humera Wolkait Saga, the mayor. But second, perhaps the most important man in Wolkait Humera Saga is Colonel, because Colonel is the head of security forces, police, militia, ENDF, all under the colonel. Not ENDF, police, militia under the colonel. ENDF deployed here as well. Colonel today met with some people. Colonel was there, Ashat Damlo was there, mayor as well. They held a meeting with Kunama and Irob people. Kunama and Irob from Tigray. They met with the Wolkait Humera Sag administration. And there the colonel spoke, Ashat Damlio, the mayor spoke, and they told these Kunama people, Iro people, that you are safe in Wolkait. You are Ethiopian, just like others are Ethiopian here. There won't be any discrimination. If you have any complaints, the administration is ready to solve your issues. Feel safe. You are safe here. It's a very interesting development. So what do you say? Why did the colonel hold this meeting? Why was there need for this type of meeting in Homera? It was held in Homera, reportedly. Daniel G says, stop twisting things. What do you mean, Daniel? Which twist did I do? Two points I want to make about today's appearance by Colonel. Firstly, Colonel is still on good terms with Ethiopian federal government, Ethiopian National Defense Force. Colonel is part of the administration. Administration has not been dismantled so far. What federal government is proposing as a solution, maybe Colonel is on board. Maybe he's on board. I did not say that Kunama don't live in Eritrea. I'm talking about Tegarai only. So the Colonel seems to be so far on board with the federal government and regional government. And by the way, when 2 days ago, Tegarai interim government issued a statement about the wrong map, allegedly wrong map being used by Amhara regional government showing Wolkayit as part of Amhara. It was a little strange for me. Why? Because the map reportedly appeared months ago. Why is that why is that Tegarai spoke 2 days ago? Why? I remembered a video on that last year too when the map was changed in textbooks of Amhara region. It means that now perhaps Tegarai has realized that federal government and Amhara regional government are on one page regarding Wolkayit, and that federal government maybe wants Tigray to take on Amhara. Federal government is not going to hand over Wolkayit to Tigray. Federal government is only giving the green light to Tigray that take Wolkayit by force, attack Tigray, attack Wolkayit Marasagade. ENDF won't intervene, fight, and take back. Hard to tell if this is what is being told by the federal government to Tigray. But it seems that so far, Colonel Demeke Zewdu is on board with the federal government. Firstly. Secondly, Colonel and administration in Wolkayit they are backing disgruntled ethnic groups, minority ethnic groups in Tigray. The groups, some of which have been complaining discrimination, that region was led by TPLF, by Tigray, and that other ethnic groups are being marginalized in Tigray. So he is trying to, Elias says Kunama and Euro people are marginalized groups in Tigray, and the Magdalene is trying to form an alliance. Yeah, he's trying to play this new card. Colonel is trying to back small ethnic groups in Tigray, telling them that you can live here in Wolkayit Marasagade, you are safe here, you are equal citizens here. And he wants to back the groups, Kunama and the other Europe, which have been living in Tigray in border areas too. So it's an important move, I think. It means that Colonel isn't going to withdraw, isn't going to leave Wolkayit Marasagade. This issue is becoming more complex with every passing day. Federal government proposing a solution, Tigray rejecting the solution, no return of IDPs. Colonel here, and now Colonel backing disgruntled Tigray groups. Eritrea watching all the developments like a spectator, very closely watching, and the groups in Amhara Wolkait, Sag, the Amhara groups could be in touch with Eritrea as well. So no solution, no progress found so far, no progress made, no solution reached. Let's see what happens. Fano groups, by the way, are Yemdaw says, don't confuse us. Irob ethnic living, they live in northeast Tigray, not in West Tigray. I know. They live close to Degarat. I know that. Well, it's not something new for me. It means if they have held a meeting with Colonel Demeke Zewdu, it means that some of them live in Wolkayit, Amhara Saga there as well. And maybe a colonel is backing the entry of Kunama and Europes into Humera Volkaya Sag. If they want to return, if they want to enter and settle in Humera Volkaya Sag, they are welcome. Maybe. Because in coming days, we could see start of return of IDPs from Tigray, and Colonel and the administration in Volkayit have been saying that only original residents of Humera Volkayit will be allowed to return. For original residents, who will decide that? Another unresolved issue. Fano groups are watching Colonel Demeke Zewdu's moves very closely. They don't trust Colonel Demeke Zewdu now. They believe that Colonel Demeke Zewdu only wants, he will only fight for Volkayit. He's not concerned about what is happening in Gojum, in Shoa, in Wolo. He only wants to fight for Volkayit. So that is why Gojum Fano, other Fano groups, they are criticizing the colonel. Gundar Fano seems to be on board with the colonel. And colonel, if he takes a position, I think he will consult, he'll talk to Gundar Fano. So let's see. New moves being made. It seems that in coming days we could see some progress or some developments regarding Wolkayit Saga. Yemaskin says Colonel Demeke is fully backed by Fano. He is Fano secretly. Well, he has not said a word about Fano's struggle, Fano resistance movement. He is only raising militias, regional forces, regional militias in Wolkayit Saga. He remains silent about what is happening in other parts in Amhara region. He's totally silent. Jambal says, "Hi Sajid, what is the proof or indicators that Ethiopian government has asked Tigray to take matters into?" Well, there's no proof, but that is what we have learned, and such things are not said publicly. But hints are given, green light is given through some people. Tigray does not want to take matters into its own hands. It does not want to wage war. It does not want to fight against Amhara right now. It knows that the federal government and Amhara groups are fighting in Amhara region. The federal government would like to divert this war and maybe involve Tigray on its side or in the war between Tigray and Amhara. So TPLF people are seasoned people. They have ruled for decades. They don't know what is happening at Addis Ababa. They have refused to storm Wolkayit. But if Abiy then give the green light to Amhara groups in Wolkayit that, okay, strengthen yourself here, ENDF is with you, Tigray cannot enter here, military with you, then Tigray will have to revisit its silence. Liko Yinialam says Colonel Demeke works within the umbrella of Prosperity Party, but his heart is with Fano. His heart is with Fano, but his gun is with the government so far. Will his gun stay with the government or with Fano? That we'll see in coming days. I think things will heat up in Wolkayit. The Fox says, is Tigray capable of second war? No appetite for war in Tigray, devastated region, destroyed infrastructure, lot needs to be done. Tigray does not want to wage war. Definitely. It's not in the interest of Tigray and Tigray people. Muni Muni joined too, talking to Yemasgan saying that he's 12 kilometers away from Gondar. Now, second news story is about American involvement, American meddling with Ethiopian internal affairs. It's becoming very visible, blatant, I would say. It seems that Ethiopian government uh, has accepted that America is a player. That America is a player. It is allowed to intervene in Ethiopian internal matters. Yesterday, US ambassador to Ethiopia, T and O joined to. Firstly, he is a member. Muni Moon is a member as well. Warm welcome to both of you. So, uh, US ambassador to Ethiopia yesterday released pictures of his meeting with Amhara leaders. Arega Kabede, Amhara regional president, and other Amhara leaders held a meeting with US ambassador. When these Ethiopian leaders go to US embassy in Addis Ababa, do they seek permission from federal government or not? I remember that Sabbat Naga once visited the embassy. OLF leaders visited the embassy as well. So Americans can meet whosoever they want to meet in Ethiopia. And Ethiopian government, as I said earlier, maybe has accepted that America is a player in Ethiopia. Then today, the ambassador issued a statement about the killings and displacements happening in North Shore zone of Oromia and Oromia special zone of Oromia region. The statement says that US is alarmed at civilian killings, at displacements in these two zones. The violence should come to an end. Dialogue should start. Uh, but the statement does not mention who is the perpetrator, who is the victim here. Here, by the way, both sides are accusing each other. Amhara say that Oromo local farmers backed by Ola are attacking Amhara territories in North Shore zone of the Amhara region. Oromo say that Amhara Fano groups are attacking Oromo farmers' villages in Oromia special zone of the Amhara region. Well, if you ask me, I think Oromos are suffering here. Why? Because the violence here is linked to the military operation against Fano fighters and against it's linked to what is happening in Valaga as well. So here, I think Oromos are suffering. Their houses are being attacked. Obviously, Oromos are not in majority in the Amhara region. They are in majority in some zones, but overall, it's Amhara who are in majority in the Amhara region. And what I have learned is that Oromos are the victims, especially in Oromia special zone. Several died in attacks from Oromia, from Amhara, from North Shore zone of the Amhara region. uh, and some were wounded to taken to hospitals in Afar because main road was closed, Tassi to Debre Birhan, Kambolcha road. So Americans are interfering in Ethiopian internal matters. They want to be relevant. They want to lead dialogue between Fano and the government. They have led two dialogues in the past 3 years. They mediated between TPLF and federal government. Then they mediated between Ola and the government, Ethiopian federal government. But that second intervention did not work, and talks collapsed. Now they're hoping to be part of third negotiation between Fano fighters and the government. But government is not showing flexibility. Government wants to crush Fano groups. Fano groups don't want to talk to the government. They want to reach Addis Ababa, Ethiopian capital. Masfin Kibro says thanks. Darni says they want Ethiopia to be the anchor state in Africa. Well, I don't think they want Ethiopia to be an anchor state. So far, Ethiopia is not turning into an anchor state. Basically, they want Ethiopia to be under their thumb. They want to be major player here. They don't want Isaias Afwerki to expand his reach in the Horn of Africa. So they want to kick Isaias Afwerki out of Ethiopia, and they want to ensure that Ethiopia remains as part of US camp. They have won the hearts of Kenyans. Somalia closely allied with Americans. Somaliland to some extent too, and now they want to ensure that Ethiopia is also part of American camp. It's about their own interests. It's not that they just want Ethiopia to be a strong country in the Horn of Africa. Al-Shabaab in Oromia, is that true? Yeah, I think Human Rights Commission of Ethiopia issued a statement this week confirming that a wing backed by Al Shabaab, which is a wing of Al Shabaab, by the way, is operating in Ballet zone of the Oromia region. Escol says Munimuni is a certified menace to society. Let him speak, Escol. Let's all speak and share our views without hurting each other. Where is Alam today? Alam Gazao. Yeah, Alam joined. Alam says, did they interfere in the Valaga massacre too? I am not aware of any new statement from the US ambassador about the situation in Valaga. But they did issue a statement. He did issue a statement about the killing of Orthodox priests in the Oromia region a few weeks ago. Were killed in Eastern Oromia, I think. US will not allow any region to 39 itself for that reason. Well, that is the US policy, very clear. US does not want Ethiopia to disintegrate, because if Ethiopia disintegrates, it won't be the only country to split. This disintegration will have a dominoes effect on the region. No, Michael, no response from Amhara regional government so far. No response to Tegarai's warning about the map alteration. Goracha joined to a member. Welcome, Goracha. Are we really independent? Can we decide our future? Goracha says. Well, those countries which are requesting the IMF, the World Bank for loans, those which wants their loan payment to be rescheduled. Can you call them independent countries? These countries buying weaponry from Westerners, from other countries backed by Westerners. How can you call them independent? There is no independence without being self sufficient, self reliant. Lastly, we will Hassan Sheikh government in Somalia facing a challenge from opposition politicians and regional states. Talks ongoing there for a constitutional amendment, several amendments which are going to be tabled, I think, this week at the parliament. Before that, Puntland spoke today, issued a statement this morning rejecting the proposed amendments. And then reportedly, Southwest state representatives also withdrew from preliminary talks being held about the introduction of these reforms, reportedly. These two states, by the way, are close to Ethiopian government. Ethiopian troops are deployed to southwest state. Puntland was visited by Farmajo and Sharif Sheikh, who departed Puntland. After Puntland issued a statement rejecting Hassan Sheikh's constitutional amendments. So I've been saying a broad alliance against Hassan Sheikh is surfacing. Puntland, Southwest State, Farmajo, Sharif Sheikh, and others. This week is crucial. Will Hassan Sheikh press ahead with the constitutional amendments, or will he drop some amendments? We'll see in coming days. Al Shabaab never attacked Ethiopia or Hargeisa, only Mogadishu. No, Al Shabaab did attack Ethiopia more than a year ago. I did several videos on that. Al Shabaab entered Somali region of Ethiopia. There was fighting for several days. Ethiopia is keeping Al Shabaab away from its borders by deploying its troops in Somalia. Ethiopian troops are in Somalia under bilateral arrangement, under the African Union mission mandate. So, and Ethiopia is spending to it's protecting southwest states, airports, etc. So it is defending its territories, its border. We cannot say that Al Shabaab is not interested in attacking Ethiopia. Al Shabaab is attacking Ethiopian troops in Somalia. I think yesterday they released a video the showing the aftermath of their attack on Ethiopian troops, which happened a few weeks ago. Yeah, Dani, Hassan Sheikh is quiet about Ethiopia, a little weird but good. He is quiet because Ethiopia is quiet about the MOU. No Somali official response to Jula's claim. Yeah, you're right. Thank you, S, for buying this super chat sticker. Ahmed Jama says, "Hello, brother. How you all doing?" I'm fine. Ahmed, hope others are doing fine as well. Iyasu says, "Hi, Sajid. Good to see you." Samuel, please don't use such words like the ones you used. Ambaccio says thank you. Birhan says, is Al Shabaab really happened in Oromia or some Oromo Muslim extremists? Difficult to say. I did not go deep into this thing. Maybe a local group, I would say, which has affiliation with Al Shabaab. Otherwise, it's difficult for Al Shabaab to enter ballet zone from Somalia geographically too. Am I right? I'm not sure about geography there, but I think it's difficult for Al Shabaab to enter ballet from Somalia. Maybe a local group which has affiliation with Al Shabaab. Muni Muni says, Sajid, can you give advice how to get an Oromo woman? You have a great deal of experience. Well, women from Oromo, Amhara, Tigray, ethnic groups, all respectable for me. So I would say that we should not just target a particular ethnic groups, women. All are respectable for us, should be respectable, whether they are from Oromo, Tigray, or Amhara. But yes, if you want to hook up with someone, you have every right. It shouldn't be a matter of ethnicity, I think. No, no. Guracha says, talk about the possibilities of Turkish drones falling into Al Shabaab hands. No, Guracha, I don't think so. Why? Because drone is not just a toy drone which can easily be operated. And Turkish operators are here in Somalia, Turkish boots on the ground in Somalia. And I personally think that Turkish drones are being operated by Turkish soldiers, Turkish operators. Even if Al Shabaab captured TV2s, they won't be able to operate them. You need to be fully trained. You need to have the experience. You need to know how to install the GCS. You need to have trained operators. Yeah, Al Shabaab can attack and destroy the sites where GCS are, where drones are being kept. But I don't see Al Shabaab taking control of sites and using drones, these drones, TB2s. I had a video today, a few hours ago, about a near collision between an Ethiopian and an Emirati plane over Mogadishu. Somalia's airspace is becoming very dangerous for Ethiopian planes now. Abdis asked, what was your job before My Views and News? I worked in some intelligence agency departments. I worked as a cop as well. I underwent some trainings to commando trainings to police trainings to. So when I said goodbye to my job, because My Views and News was a full time job, it's a full time job now too. I cannot do justice to my vision news if I work only a few hours. I have to be fully updated to keep my viewers fully updated. So, uh, there was a near collision, second time over Somalia, in Somalia's airspace. The earlier incident happened in February, the 24th of February. It wasn't over Somalia, it was over Somalia, I think. The earlier incident happened in February, the 24th of February. Ethiopian airline plane and a Qatar Airways plane came close to a collision because of wrong instructions passed by the air traffic controller based in Mogadishu. Somalia denied the incident. Somaliland confirmed the incident. And then before that, we saw that Somalia denied access to two flights, one from Ethiopia, other from UAE, into Somaliland. Now, another incident on the 24th of March, exactly a month after the first incident. Again, an Ethiopian airline plane and an Emirati Emirates Airways plane came close to a collision over Mogadishu. Again, wrong instructions passed by Mogadishu based air traffic controller. Then Hargeisa based traffic controller intervened. Collision was averted. So, and we know that an Israeli plane also complained that it faced communication disruptions over Somalia. And Somalia's Civil Aviation Authority accused authorities in Hargeisa, Somaliland, that they were disrupting the communications in Somalia's airspace. So Somalia's airspace is becoming dangerous, especially for Ethiopian airline. By the way, basically, Somalia and Somaliland, they're fighting for the control of airspace. Somaliland is definitely meddling with Somalia's airspace. Somalia wants to take control of Somaliland's airspace as well. This is the main reason behind incidents happening over Somalia and Somalia's airspace, because the air traffic controllers based in Hargeisa and Mogadishu are passing different and conflicting instructions to the planes which pass through Somalia's airspace. Muni says, my son told me that it's near impossible for these modern jets to collide regardless. The technology does not allow it if the pilots are awake. Yeah, I think the Qatar Airways plane confirmed that it had a system installed to protect against collision. That is how the collision was averted. But this development shows that there were wrong instructions. The system had to be activated. Abdi Muhammad says Sajid SSC will advance soon if Somaliland continues. Let's see. With 45 minutes have passed, I think we should end this live chat session. Dark Star says, hello Sajid, always nice to hear your unbiased news. Is the majority of ENTF deployed in the Amhara region? Uh, what is your question? I couldn't understand. Maybe you're saying that majority of ENDF is deployed to Amhara now. Well, ENDF is a large military. You cannot say that 80% or 90% of ENDF is in Amhara. No. ENDF is in Oromia too. ENDF is in Tigray as well. ENDF is in Somali region too. It is protecting the dam side too, which is very strategic for Ethiopian National Defense Force. So it's not that entire ENDF is in. Thank you for watching the live chat, for joining the live chat, viewers. It's good to see you interact. People talking to each other. Uh, I like that. That shows that the platform is giving the opportunity and people have the trust. That is why they come here from different backgrounds, but they express their views, share their opinions. Thank you for watching, viewers. Stay blessed. And Mikhail said, we don't like each other. Well, at least we should exchange our views with each other. Maybe we can understand better if we talk to each other. Thank you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Stay blessed. Bye bye.